Hi friends! So today we're going to hear the story about Jesus as the Good Shepherd. And you will hear that story, and you also will talk about another part where in the Bible where it talks about shepherds in Psalm 23. And in that part you hear about green pastures. And I'm at a park, and behind me you can see a path, and you can also see, I think, what a lot of people would think of as a green pasture when they are maybe thinking about pictures in their mind as they hear that psalm. So I am going to show you some pictures. While I'm talking, you're going to see 3 different pictures, and one of them is of some sheep who are grazing with their shepherd in a pasture where you would normally see sheep grazing in the area where Jesus lived and where shepherds still work today, and they still graze their sheep in the same places that they did back then. And I think you're going to be a little surprised at what it looks like. Take a look. So you saw the pasture, or the green pasture that I showed you in the beginning, where I think people kind of visualize, and now you're seeing something very different. It doesn't look very green at all, does it? Okay, and now we're going to go in closer and look at a second picture that shows an up-close view of a sheep in that pasture. And this time you actually might see some green in that picture where you can see what those sheep are eating. So when you get closer, you do see that there are little what's called tufts of grass that the sheep can find and eat with the help of their shepherd. And then the last picture is just a very close-up picture of one of those tufts of grass. It's basically a mouthful for a sheep. So the sheep have to listen to their shepherd in order to know where to find the grass that they're looking for. And they don't walk around in a field like I showed you in the beginning. They don't walk around in a big green pasture full of grass. As you saw, they walk around in a pasture where their shepherd has to show them where the grass is, and they only get a mouthful, and then they walk a few more steps, and then they get another mouthful. And that reminds me of how important it is for us to be close to Jesus and listen to him, so that we can take a few steps and stop and wait and listen, and take a few more steps and stop and wait and listen, and just be careful that we're always listening for the voice of our shepherd Jesus, so that we know what he wants us to do and where he wants us to go. So enjoy this story and have a great day.
Hey there, you look pretty busy taking care of all those sheep.
It's a pretty hard job. I have to take care of them and protect them from wolves and bears.
Wow, you must be the best shepherd in the world.
Actually, I'm not the best shepherd in the world, but I know who is.
Who is it?
It's Jesus.
What? I know who Jesus is and all, but how is he like a shepherd? No offense or anything, but he seems a little above your level.
Well, we're like Jesus' sheep. He cares for us with his love and mercy, and he protects us from sin and evil, which are like the predators that hunt for sheep.
Huh, I never thought of it that way.
There's actually a few verses that talk about it in the Bible, from John 10:11 through 16. Here, I'll read it for you. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep. So when he sees the wolf coming, he abandons the sheep and runs away. Then the wolf attacks the flock and scatters it. The man runs away because he is the hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father. I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that are not of this sheep pen. I must bring them also. They too will listen to my voice, and there shall be one flock and one shepherd.
That's pretty cool.
You see, Jesus refers to himself as the good shepherd in these verses. He tells us that we are his sheep. Jesus is the ultimate shepherd, so we should turn to him if we are in trouble from a predator or in other hard times.
I see.
There were lots of famous shepherds in the Bible. You know the David and Goliath story? David was actually a shepherd.
Whoa.
God really does love his shepherds. They seem to pop up everywhere in the Bible, not to mention all the talk about sheep and lambs.
Yeah, it's a sheep overload.
Thanks for stopping by. Would you like to pray with me?
Sure.
Dear God, you are the good shepherd. You help me through times of trouble and pain. You guide me to the right path. Thank you for being my one true shepherd. Help me trust you and your good word. Amen.
Thanks. I learned a lot about shepherds.
You're welcome. Come back anytime.